Hello everyone, welcome to Microsoft Weekly Podcast, your source of information for everything Microsoft. This is our episode number 5, and today we have some unexpected news coming from the Microsoft and Activision Blizzard acquisition, as both parties decided to extend the agreement to clear things with the CMA. FTC drops the case against the merger, and Sony finally signed an agreement with Microsoft, but it's considerably worse for the PlayStation platform. On the Windows side, Microsoft is rolling out Copilot for Insider on Dev Channel, and Bing Chat is getting visual search capabilities. And all that is starting now. Last week we talked about Microsoft closing the deal over the CMA on Monday, July 17, but surprisingly, Microsoft didn't do that, and instead the Redmond Company and Activision Blizzard decided to extend the agreement to comply with UK regulator new investigation. It was a 3-month extension that will now expire on October 18, but an answer from the CMA is expected by August 29th, so we might not need to wait until October. Both Microsoft and Activision say they're confident in the process, and the CMA has shown a much more friendly position now, different from Linux and FTC. UK CMA is the last major hurdle for Microsoft to complete this deal, as the FTC decided to finally drop the case against the merger in the US. That means there will be no further offensive action from the US regulatory body, and Microsoft should have no issues in the US any longer. Still on the merger, Jim Ryan finally decided to sign the deal with Microsoft, but it is considerably worse than the one they were offered before. Some documents have surfaced showing Microsoft offered to every Activision IP already on PlayStation, including Call of Duty, to continue on Sony platforms for 5 years. Sony refused the deal and signed a new one proposed by Microsoft after the FTC defeat on court. This one has a longer term, 10 years, but it only includes Call of Duty titles, which means IPs like Crash Bandicoot and Tony Hawk Pro Skater might become Xbox exclusives. On the Windows side, Microsoft is rolling out for insiders on the Dev Channel the anticipated Copilot feature. The integration brings features such as change to dark mode, take screenshots, and turn on Do Not Disturb mode. And of course, it is supported by Bing Chat, so it can do everything you can on the web version as well. Windows Copilot update requires Microsoft Edge to be on version 115 or higher, since the technology is based on browser WebView 2 that integrates directly into Windows. And for the last news of this week, we have Bing Chat testing a new visual search feature, meaning you can send pictures to the AI to describe what's in it. Despite not being precise all the time, the technology can do some neat things such as giving historical facts for a building or giving you a recipe for some food. All that requires is a picture. It is worth to mention that the visual search feature of Bing Chat is not available for everyone yet, so it might not be showing up for you. And that was our episode for today. I want to thank everyone for listening and say that we have new episodes every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific on Spotify or on your favorite podcast client, with YouTube version airing later the same day. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe to Microsoft Weekly Podcast so you won't miss an episode. Thank you again for listening, and if you're on YouTube, thank you for watching. Until next week.